Hi guys, this is Kirk again from Quick Draw Mods. Today I'm going to be showing you the D-pad conversion kits. We sell two types of kits. We have a complete shell, which you'll get everything that you need to completely replace your shell controller. You'll get the top part of the shell, you'll get the bottom part, you'll get a new battery cover, you'll get triggers, bumpers, mic plate, new thumbsticks, and of course your color convertible D-pad, either gold or silver. And of course your shell will be already converted so that you can convert your controller to the new convertible D-pad and enjoy a more accurate style of gameplay on your controller. So that's the first kit that we sell. Right now we only carry these in black. We eventually will carry them in white and other colors, but it'll be just the top shell. There are a lot of you out there that already have black controllers. They're the most common controller on the market, and these black controllers, since they're the most common, we have tons of them. So we have already converted these to work with the new style D-pad, and we'll be selling just the tops with your color of gold or silver convertible D-pad. That way it's a very simple process. Today I'm going to show you how to do that swap once you get it. So first thing you need to do is you need to take your battery cover off and make sure that you have a Torx T8H screwdriver. The H is the security bit, not just the standard Torx T8. It has the little hole in the center of the screwdriver. You'll need that to remove the 7 screws from the Xbox controller. So I will remove the 7 screws for you. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so get your 7 screws out. You're going to want to keep them to the side. Next, just so that everything doesn't completely come out, take the back cover off. You might need to kind of get underneath there and pry the board out. Here's your board. You can leave it intact. Next, you're going to want to remove your pads. Keep the pads to the side. You're going to want to remove, if you're doing a, well actually it doesn't matter whether you're doing a whole case or just the top, you're going to need to remove both the bumper and the bottom mic plate. Very carefully turn everything over. Get your start and select, and your ABXY buttons, and your guide. And don't forget your little diffuser for your guide button. You should be left with just a standard top shell with the D-pad. You can kind of keep that to the side if you want, or throw it away, whatever you wish, or you can mail it in and we can convert these to you to use the convertible D-pads. We have that service as well, so check that out as well. But for the demonstration of this video, we're going to just take the shell and kind of leave it to the side. Excuse me. Bring in your new shell. Now we do offer both the gold and the silver transforming or convertible D-pads, both together, or you can order one or the other, whatever which way you wish. And make sure you have the one that you ordered ready. In this case we're going to use the silver one. So take your new shell apart. I like to start with the guide diffuser. Now, on this you'll see that there's 4 legs. I'm not sure if you can really see it on the video, but the bottom one is kind of shorter than the rest. That'll mark the bottom. So basically insert it like that, and then there's a little hole in the pad. That little hole goes right there, kind of holds on, grips the pad for you, make sure that it's sitting on right. Okay, now we're going to put in our ABXY buttons. And our start and select buttons. Make sure they kind of all fall into their little grooves so that they sit in the shell correctly. Then take your other pad and carefully line it up top. Everything should be nice and flat. Then you can insert your bottom mic plate, and you can put your top bumpers back on. Just be careful when you snap them in that the buttons don't pop back out. So now you've got your entire controller in the new transforming D-pad converted case. Now we do sell different color thumbsticks or new thumbsticks, so if you're converting an old controller, make sure you take a look to see if your D-pads, your thumbsticks need replacing, because if they do, we carry all sorts of thumbsticks. We have, standard black, and we've got the new flat black thumbsticks, and we've got all sorts of other colors as well. Since your controller is going to be open, you might as well replace the thumbsticks if they're worn or beat up. If not, no big deal. You could just keep the thumbsticks that you have on there. Make sure that they're on tight. Also make sure they don't fall off when you turn them upside down. Sometimes they could be a little loose and just fall right off. If that happens, you could take a very, very, very tiny amount of hot glue and just put like the smallest amount right by the hole, and when you put it on, it'll keep it on there. And of course it does make it a little harder to pull off, but you don't have to worry about the thumbstick falling off when you're putting the whole controller back together. But we've got the shell, we've got the controller. We're going to place the controller board back in. I'm going to put the rumble motors back in place. Make sure you hide those wires so that you don't clip them with screws when you're putting it all back together. Kind of just hold it in place, flip it back off. Well, the motors fell out. Anyway, just check your D-pad, check your buttons, check your top bumpers and your sync button. Make sure everything clicks, that when you put the board back in, it kind of went in the right way. It didn't kind of push any of the buttons to the side, or make sure that the pad didn't get messed up when you were putting it back in, and it's going to prevent those buttons from pushing right. But once you've got the controller board back in, then you're going to take your shell, the back half of your shell, whether you bought a whole replacement kit where you got a whole new brand new back, or if you happen to be using the back of your old shell because you just bought the top conversion kit. Either which way. There's I'm not sure if you could see it on the video, but there's two little grooves inside the battery cover. They kind of slide onto these springs for the batteries. So kind of just line them up and push forward so that the thumbsticks slip in, and just kind of close it all up. It'll snap together. It should feel together. Whoops. Let me try that again. There we go. It's together. Now, just take your screws. Put your screws back in. That's what you get when you work with magnetic screwdrivers. There are 7 of them. I'm not going to do all 7. I don't want to bore you with me putting all the screws back in, but I've got enough of them back in that it's in place the right way. You know, here, let me just get the center one in the battery pack cover down. Okay, there we go. Come on, screwdriver, line up. Okay. And then, of course, if you got your battery pack with your batteries, put that back on. And you're done. There it is. There is your new transforming D-pad controller. As you can see, spin it, pop it up. You got the new transforming D-pad. All nice. Great, better accuracy for D-pad style gaming. If you prefer that flat feel, just spin it back around and you've got the flat feel for it. Excuse me. And you guys are all good to go. That is pretty much all you need to do. Now, of course, again, we do have the gold one, if you want gold instead of silver. And of course, any other part on this controller can be replaced. We have all sorts of colors for your ABXY buttons. We have all sorts of colors for your thumbsticks. We've got colors for your bumpers and your triggers. And we've also got different color mic plates if you want to replace those as well. So, I mean, you can completely customize your controller. Like I said, you're going to have it open anyway to do this conversion. So anything else that you want to do, you might as well do it while it's open. You know, we have do-it-yourself rapid-fire kits, everything else. But this is going to be the end result. This is what your controller is going to look like when it's all finished. Just as good as any of the special editions with the transforming D-pad. And remember, QuickDrawMods.com is the only place on the internet that you can get this done. We are the only company. This process is something that we've researched, studied, and developed from bottom up. And the end result is a nicer controller, more accurate gameplay, and of course, more unique style. You know, a lot of people, there's not many controllers with the transforming D-pad on the market. You've got the Modern Warfare 3 controller, you've got the Gears of War 3 controllers, and you've got the silver controllers with the transforming D-pad. Those might not be the right options for some people. They might not like those colors. They might want to stay with their standard black, or if you guys remember the white controllers that were on the market with the original Xbox. And of course there's all sorts of other controllers out there we do the conversions on. This is a conversion kit for the Halo ODST Special Edition shell. Excuse me, all the buttons fell out, but that's the Microsoft blue shell that was on the market for a limited time. For those of you that have the Halo, again, all my buttons are going to fall out, the Halo Edition systems, the Halo 3 systems, the green ones, these are the controllers that came with them. These have been converted. And last but not least, we've got the red controllers that were on the market for a limited time, and they also came with the limited edition red Resident Evil system. So, you know, we could pretty much convert any controller out there. Lastly, we put it back in the package. I just wanted to see what it would look like back in the package if they sold it like this. But that's the Halo Reach Special Edition controller with the transforming D-pad. And we also have the Fable one, although this one isn't converted. I just showing you the different styles of controllers that can be converted as well. Excuse me. And that's pretty much about it. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys really like our new conversion process, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.